Trying to make sure the umpires are here before I say we take it because I don't want it until the umpires get here. They're here. If they can get in. All right, man. What you got playing back there? All right. After that, at the intro, let's roll. It's not too loud coming to you, is it? No, not you. I'm sorry. I was talking to the press box. I'm sorry. No, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, not him. It's picking the music up too. Okay.
I was just gonna kind of wait.
Yeah, we'll wait till we start.
Is that okay?
Yeah, if it gets too loud, just let me know. I can turn it down. I remember in football, it was always a little bit hotter than normal. But he can make the adjustments back there. So.
Do it talk again.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. There we go. Hey, are you good with that level? Oh God. Okay. Hey, are you good with the level coming to you? Logan. Is it okay coming to you? Okay. She's good. You're good. I'm good. Let's roll. It's coming in hot again? Well, the music started again. Let me turn that mic off. All right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. That's okay.
They said you got to sign a waiver, come up in here. You never know what's going to come out there.
Ain't that the truth?
I told my wife I was hobnobbing with celebrities and things, and she goes, "He don't need much to lay down the wall."
Did you go to SmackDown last night?
Mm-hmm. Well, good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Pioneer Field, Davis Bell Park on the campus of Park Lane Academy as we get ready for baseball here on a Friday afternoon. It's games 2 and 3 with Jackson Academy and their head coach and their head coach in town along with his team to play this evening against the Pioneers on this, the very first day of April. 71 degrees, lots of sunshine out there as we get ready to play baseball here this evening. Game 1 did not go the way of the Pioneers. The Pioneers had a lead going into the 7th inning. Jackson Academy charges, ties it in the bottom of the 7th, ends up winning it in the 9th inning. To take game 1 against the Pioneers. So the conference standings right now, basically everybody's either 1-0 or 0-1 on the season. Hartfield, JA, and Jackson Prep currently 1-0 with MRA, Park Lane, and Presbyterian Christian currently at 0-1 on the campaign. All those teams, though, will match up again this afternoon with Presbyterian Christian and Hartfield playing, JA and Park Lane playing, and, of course, Jackson Prep and MRA playing games 2 and 3 of their series as well. So we look forward to keep catching you up not only with the game going on here, but also with the games going on in the MAIS top classification here this afternoon. Well, the officials are here. The lineups have been exchanged, which means we're just about ready for baseball here at Davis Bell Park on this 71-degree sunny afternoon. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for you. We'll get that information to you. We'll get ready for baseball. But first on the radio side, let's step aside for a little break. Back in 2 minutes with Park Lane Baseball right here on K106, K106.net, and the K106 app. All right.
Header conference game between the Jackson Academy Raiders and your Park Lane Pioneers. Here's your starting lineup. First for JA, leading off playing center field, number 1, Trey Adams. Batting second, playing right field, number 42, Dakota Jordan. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 13, JT Thigpen. He'll be hitting for the pitcher, number 18, Grayson Lee. Batting fourth will be the left fielder, number 33, Joseph Siako. Batting fifth and catching, number 30, Chandler Anderson. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 10, David Lee. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 8, Cade Gatman. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 6, Cade Breland. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 12, Garrett Smith. The coach is Parker Harris. And now for your Park Lane Pioneers, leading off playing center field, number 11, Tyler Otts. Batting second, playing left field, number 9, Caden Aouk. Batting third, and pitching, number 8, Jake Reeves. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 34, Jacob Gazzo. Batting fifth, and playing second base, number 26, Spencer Wilson. Batting sixth will be the designated hitter, number 3, Colin Smith. He'll be hitting for the pitcher, number 12.
Well, back here at Park Lane Academy, the starting lineup for Jackson Academy has gone out. The Park Lane lineup finishing up here as Coach Ken Callender gives that to the crowd here at the ballpark. The national anthem will, of course, follow here at Davis Bell Park. We'll have the starting lineups for you once the national anthem is complete here at the ballpark. Again, for Coach Parker Harris's JA Raiders, they come in 14-3 on the season, 1-0 as they come into conference play. The Park Lane Pioneers 10-6. Under head coach Sam Richard in his first season as head man of the Pioneers. The Pioneers currently 0-1 as they get into district play. Sam Richard, Parker Harris, the head coaches. Let's get the national anthem here at the ballpark now. And after the anthem, we'll give you the starting lineups.
Please stand and remember prayer. And after our prayer, please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this beautiful day you've given us. Father, thank you for these two schools represented here, Father. Thank you for these players, Father, for their hard work and dedication, Father. Keep them safe while they play this game. And thank you for these coaches, Father, that work with them every day. Father, be with them and help them. And Father, we be in the stands, Father. May we show true Christ-like sportsmanship. Now be with us as we travel home, Father. Give us safe journey. In your loving, precious name we pray. Amen.
national anthem. Well, the national anthem from here at the ballpark on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Again, these games originally scheduled to be played Thursday, but due to the rain, we decided instead of with the rain Wednesday, they decided let's not do Thursday, let's play Friday afternoon. So games 2 and 3 in this series being played here on this Friday afternoon. Let's get a look at the starting lineups for you. We'll start with JA. They'll go to the plate first.
Please direct your attention to the field. Our first pitch tonight will be thrown out by Park Lane alumni and faculty member Jacqueline Wall. Thank you for all your help here with the baseball program.
Jacqueline Wall going to throw out the first pitch first. And she threw a perfect strike as we get ready to go. Maybe that's a good sign for the Pioneers. Here's the starting lineup for JA. They'll start with Trey Adams, their center fielder in the leadoff spot. Dakota Jordan, the right fielder, will bat second. JT Thigpen, the designated hitter, will bat third. Joseph Siako, the left fielder, will be the cleanup man. Chandler Anderson will catch and bat fifth. Davis Lee, the first baseman, will be in the sixth spot. 7, 8, 9 looks like this. Cade Gadman, the third baseman. Cade Breland, the second baseman. And Garrett Smith, the shortstop. So Adams, Jordan, Thigpen, Siako, Anderson, Lee, Gadman, Breland, and Smith, 1 through 9 for Jackson Academy. You look at Park Lane, how they'll go defensively. The Pioneers will go with Caden Ayup in left. They'll go with Tyler Otts in center. Blaine Reeves will be the right fielder. It's Casey Radahan, Bruner Rushing, Sam Crow, and Gazzo will be the first baseman with Wilson behind the plate and Reeves on the mound this afternoon for the for the Pioneers. Jake Reeves will be the Game 2 starter for Park Lane and toe the rubber here this afternoon. Looking quickly at his numbers in 31 2/3 innings. He's pitched in 9 games this season. 7 of those he has started. He currently has given up 22 hits, 19 runs. Of those 19, 17 earned. He's walked 16, struck out 50, has hit 4 batters on the season with a 3.78 earned run average against him. So he has been pretty good in a number 2 spot for the Pioneers this season. But again, no wins, no losses on the season as Reeves pitches here this afternoon. Adams will stand in. We're ready to go. Scheduled for a 4 o'clock first pitch. We're going to be a little bit later than that here at the ballpark this afternoon here in Macomb. It's 4:07 right now. As Trey Adams stands in, home plate umpire says he's ready to go. Here's the first pitch from Reeves, and that's hit hard right at the second baseman. Crow over to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. We get the first pitch at 4:07 this afternoon, and it's a 4-3 put out. And Adams retired for out number 1, and now Dakota Jordan will come to the plate. Well, you like that when you get 1 pitch and 1 out on the very first batter, as Reeves has the first one gone now for Dakota Jordan. The batter will stand in for Jordan out of the 2 spot for JA. Here's Reeves' pitch to him. Reeves out one off the plate and taken for a ball, 1-0. Pioneers, as they again come in on the season, is a 10-6 team, 0-1 currently in district play. Is it still early in this conference schedule? That one hard hit ball to left field. That one will get past Ayup and up against the wall. Here comes the throw. He head towards his second. To throw will not be there in time. And Dakota Jordan will have himself a 1-out double for Jackson Academy. And he will stand at second with 1 out. Jordan hits that one. He gets it right there near the Park Lane scoreboard, as Ayup had to go chase that one down all the way to the wall, and JT Thigpen, the designated hitter, will bat. Pulls him around to the left side, and for the first time this afternoon, Reeves will work out of the stretch for the Pioneers to pitch. Swings and misses at the plate, does Thigpen, and he's down in the count, no balls and a strike. Scoreboard showed about 73. You could definitely tell he'd taken something off that pitch as he threw it to him here this afternoon. No balls, a strike, the 0-1. That one's off the plate for a ball, and it's even to him now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some windy days we've been having here lately in southwest Mississippi with the storms we've been having blow through, but Boy, beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. A little windy, but not as bad as it has been a few times at the ballpark here early in the season. There's a strike called to Thigpen, and he's down in the count now, ball and 2 strikes. As Reeves was able to throw him a 1-1 pitch. And now the 1-2 pitch to Thigpen. The 1-2 is off the plate and evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to JT Thigpen, and the 2-2 pitch to him. Reeves will get the sign from Wilson before he delivers the pitch. Takes a long look back at second where Jordan's running, goes to the plate, popped him up. That's out in left field. Pretty well hit. Ayup will track it down for out number 2. He'll get it in quickly, and Jordan will not be able to advance. And 2 are gone for J.A. here in the top of the first.
Left fielder number 33, Joseph Siako.
Now Joseph Siako will be the batter. Batting .354 on the season out of the cleanup spot for the Raiders here this afternoon. Runner at second, 1 out. Rushing kind of playing behind Jordan out there at the second base bag to kind of keep him as close to that bag as possible here at the ballpark. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to pitch. That one misses the plate for ball 2. And he's working ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's fouled down that first base side. Should get out of play, and it does.
That foul ball is sponsored by
That
the
one.
State Representative Sam Mills.
Actually hit on top of the Jackson. Wonder how many dents are in top of the Jackson. There's got to be a ton of dents in that thing. As many baseballs have made their way over that way. 2 balls, a strike to count. 2-1 pitch due. That one hit towards the first baseman. Gazzo will grab it and go to the bag and retire to the side. Nice job by Gazzo over at first base to grab that one. Get up and really have the ability to get to the first base bag. That 9th. So the Pioneers go to the plate. Otts, Ayup, and Reeves. Gazzo, Wilson, and Smith. Crow, Rushing, and Reeves. It is Grayson Lee who is on the rubber this afternoon for Jackson Academy. The defense behind him. Siako, Adams, and Jordan will be left to right. It's Gadman, Smith, Breland, and Lee along the infield with Anderson behind the plate. And he is ready to go. The first pitch to Tyler Otts will be a called strike, and Otts is down in the count 0-1. Otts on the season a .571 hitter. He has gotten 20 hits on the season for Park Lane. That one misses and evens it at a ball and a strike to him. Otts, Ayup, and then Reeves here in the bottom of the first for Park Lane, the 1-1. Fouls that back out of play. That's headed for the
That's why
parking
we're
lot, and
always
it's
talking
1 and
about
2.
statewide pools.
And 1 ball, 2 strikes to count for Tyler Otts now, and he'll have a 1-2 pitch to him. Lee works the 1-2. That's off the plate. And evens to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and now the 2-2 pitch for Tyler Otts due. Jackson Academy got a hit in the top of the first, but left him stranded out at second base. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That misses high for a ball, and the count goes full to Tyler Otts now at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Otts will have a payoff pitch due. Here's that payoff pitch from Lee. That one's hit to center field. Adams will come on, and that one stayed in the air long enough for him to make the grab for round number 1. So 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. And Cade Ayup will be the batter. You look real quick at Ayup's numbers. Let's see. As he wears number 9 for these Pioneers. A batting average of .316 on the season for Ayup. First pitch misses to him for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Ayup here at the ballpark. 1 ball and no strikes to Ayup, the batter. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to him. That one misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Some Friday afternoon baseball here at Park Lane. 2 balls, no strikes. They count for Ayup in the 2-0 pitch. That one popped up and gets back out of the park. Of course, here at Park Lane, down that third baseline, that's where Jackson Academy works as the visitors. The home team, the Pioneers, they work out of that first base dugout here at the ballpark. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one misses for ball 3 to Ayup. And Ayup ahead in the count now, 3 balls and a strike as he stands at the plate here this afternoon. Ayup then Reeves. Gazzo sits in the hole for Park Lane here in the bottom of the first. 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4. And Ayup will get the free pass. A 1-on-1 out for Park Lane. Jackson Academy got a base runner in the top of the first. Now Park Lane will get a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first inning. Jake Reeves will bat. Reeves, a .400 hitter on the season for Park Lane. He's got 12 singles, 3 doubles, a triple to his credit with 7 RBIs this season for Reeves. Could help his own cause here in the first pitch. Misses for a ball to Reeves. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Nothing the pitcher would like better than to help his own cause. The 1-0 pitch to Reeves. Lee goes to first. That one will get past the first baseman, and heading down to second is Ayup. He'll round second, take the big turn. He's going to third, and he will be at third base standing up. The Jackson Lee error going to get Ayup all the way to third base. So E1 will put Ayup at third for the Pioneers with 1 out and 1 ball, no strikes for Reeves. Now Reeves, anything probably outside of a ground ball, is going to get the run across for Park Lane, and Reeves will come up empty there in the count even to him at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Reeves now in the 1-1 pitch to him here in the first inning. Lee fires, goes to the plate. That's a base hit to left. Scores the run, give Reeves a hit. Give the Pioneers a run with Ayup coming home. It's a single and an RBI for Jake Reeves. And now Jacob Gazzo to the plate for Park Lane. Park Lane, if you'll remember, Tuesday night got off to a fast start and got a lead on Jackson Academy early, but saw that lead evaporate in the bottom half of inning number 7. That one, Gazzo kind of reached for it and popped it up on the infield first baseman. Lee will make the grab. Gazzo kind of reached out for that one and gets it off the end of his bat. The pop up to the first baseman, and Gazzo is out number 2 as Spencer Wilson will bat. Wilson on the season for Park Lane, .333 for the Pioneers. And he's got 13 hits on the season for the Pioneers, serving as their catcher here this afternoon. Snap throw to first. He'll be back there. Reeves, who is the pitcher and is running for himself over at first base for Park Lane. See if Lee goes to the plate. He does to Wilson, and that one will miss for a ball, 1-0. Wilson bats. If he extends it, Colin Smith would get a chance for Park Lane here in the bottom half of this first inning. 1 ball, no strikes for Wilson with the 1-0 pitch due him. Lee, the left-hander, runner takes off on him. The throw down, and he did not get there. And Reeves will go to second base. Throw in towards the second base side. He had to come off on the bag. Did Breland. His only chance was to tag him, and they say he didn't get him, which puts Reeves safely down at second base. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Wilson. Here comes the 2-0 pitch now to the Park Lane catcher. Goes to the plate and fouls that one back out of the ballpark. It's 2-1. Park Lane in the white jerseys with the red numbers here at the ballpark this afternoon. As they bat here in the bottom of the first, up 1-0 with a runner at second. 2 balls and a strike. The count now for Wilson, and the 2-1 pitch due him. Lee will go to the plate. That one fouled to the screen, and will even the count to Wilson. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Now the 2-2 pitch for Wilson. Checks his runner at second. Now Lee will step off. He took a long look at Reeves running back at second base for the Pioneers, and he'll finally just step off the rubber as he looks back at second base, and that gives him a chance to reset, get a fresh sign from his catcher, Anderson. Now he goes, and I think did he balk? He did. He balked, and Reeves goes to third. Now the head man at Jackson Academy, Coach Parker Harris, wants to know what he saw in the balk. The shoulder moved, and that's when Reeves. That's when the umpire noticed it, called the balk, and 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wilson. So Reeves at third base now for Park Lane after the balk. 2 balls, 2 strikes to 2-2 in the dirt. That's ball 3 to Wilson. And the count will go full to him now, 3-2. And Wilson will be due a payoff pitch for Park Lane here in the bottom of the first. Pioneers have put 1 across. They're looking to put a second across if they can get a 2-out hit from their catcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and now Wilson due a payoff pitch for the Pioneers. 3-2 payoff. Hits that one. That's a base knock to right center. In comes Reeves. He'll score. Going down to second is Wilson. He will have a stand-up double for Park Lane. And the Pioneers played another run with Jake Reeves as scoring the second Park Lane run. And now Colin Smith, the Pioneer designated hitter, will get a chance to bat. The courtesy runner for the catcher will go out to second base.
Designated hitter, number 3, Colin Smith.
Smith, by the way, on the season, .333 for the Pioneers as he comes to the plate with a runner at second and 2 out for Park Lane, batting as their designated hitter. Lee will go back to work the pitch. Sends it to center field. That one, though, playable for Adams. He's backing up, still backing up, and he'll make the grab out in center field and retire Colin Smith on 1 pitch. And that'll retire the Pioneer threat in the first. class of 2020, class of 2021, making sure that the Park Lane scoreboard is top notch out there. And so, added addition to Pioneer Field and Davis Bell Park here at the campus. Anderson will go to the plate in the pitch from Reeves will miss for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to him. The 1 ball, no strikes for Anderson, the catcher, and the 1-0 pitch to him. That one misses for a ball, and it will go 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0 pitch for Anderson. That one a called strike. It's 2-1. Nice job by Wilson, the Pioneer catcher, to make sure that one stayed there long enough to get the home plate umpire a good look at it. 2 balls, a strike for Anderson. The pitch, swing, and a miss by Anderson. That time it's 2-2. Scoreboard showed 81 from Reeves on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anderson now, and a 2-2 pitch to him. Reeves will pitch the 2-2, and that one is swung on. Boy, picked it up off the ground almost. Ground ball to second. Close play, but Anderson will be retired on a 4-3 putout. Boy, Anderson hit that one almost off the ground there at the home plate, and it went out to Sam Crow. Kind of just lazily went out towards the second base. Crow picked it up, got his man on, like I said, what was a lot closer play than it could have been, but boy, there just wasn't much on that baseball. Here's Davis Lee now. He will foul the first one he sees back out of the ballpark, and it's 0-1.
That foul ball sponsored by Ace Energy.
So no balls and a strike to count. And the 0-1 pitch to Davis Lee. That one's off the plate, evens it back at 1 ball and 1 strike for Davis Lee, and he'll have a 1-1 pitch to him here at the ballpark. Friday afternoon, 71-degree day here in Macomb, Mississippi for baseball. The 1-1. That misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike to the batter, Davis Lee. Lee, the first baseman, awaits his 2-1 pitch. That one misses for ball 3. And now Lee ahead in the count after it was 1 out. It was with 1 out in the first that Jackson Academy got their lone hit of the game. That was that first inning double by Jordan. 3 balls a strike. Here's the pitch. That's ball 4, and Lee's going to draw the free pass. So Lee will walk, and now Gadman, the third baseman, will bat with 1 out and a runner down at first base for Jackson Academy.
K. Gadman.
Gadman to bat with 1 on and 1 out for Jackson Academy in the pitch. That one called a strike to Gadman. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Gadman. Now the 0-1 pitch to him. See if Reeves went to the outside side of the plate that time. Hits it to the shortstop, rushing to throw to first. In time to get him there. 6-3 on the putout. That's out number 2. Lee will move over to second base as rushing picked that one up at the shortstop and immediately went to first to get the sure out in Gadman. So 2 out now, and Cade Breland, the second baseman, will bat with 2 out. So Breland, the bat and the pitch to him. Misses that time for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Cade Breland now in the 1-0 pitch to him here in the second inning. 1-0 misses for a ball. That will take it to 2-0 now to Breland. 2 outs, runner at second for Jackson Academy here in the top of the second. Now the 2-0 pitch to Breland. That's a called strike. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Breland, and the 2-1 pitch to him. Reeves looks at Wilson, grabs a sign, goes to the plate, and that one's fouled back down the first base side. And the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Breland. I think we've had enough foul balls now where Coach Callender's gone through the list. What, twice? Well, just once? Okay. Swung all, he couldn't check his swing that time for Breland, and he will strike out for round number 3. Breland tried to... Then the right fielder, Pioneers strike for 2 runs on 2 hits, aided by a Jackson Academy error back in the first inning to plate their first runs. Now Crow, the second baseman, will bat. Crow, a .341 hitter on the season with 15 hits, 9 singles, 4 doubles, a couple of triples for Park Lane on the season. Crow's also got 9 RBIs on the year for Park Lane. Here's the pitch. Now one misses for a ball, 1-0. So Crow then Rushing and Reeves. If anyone reaches, we'd go back to the top of that Park Lane order here in the second. The 1-0 pitch. Couldn't check his swing, and it's 1-1. Head coach Sam Richard works in that third base box for the Pioneers. They pitch. That one's head towards left. That's got some carry to it. It will get off the wall. Boy, he didn't miss getting his first home run by much, but it's a stand-up double for Crow. Crow hits that one to left, and the ball just kept carrying. Thought it might carry out of the ballpark. Instead, it hits off the wall between Siako and the wall, and it's a stand-up double for Crow, and will bring the shortstop, Bruner Rushing, to the plate. Rushing is a .224 hitter on the season for Park Lane. He bats with a runner at second and nobody out. Against Lee, the pitch. That one misses on the inside part to Rushing, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Bruner Rushing now in the 1-0 pitch due the shortstop. One ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Rushing that time, and it evens it back to the Pioneer shortstop now at a ball and a strike. So the count even to Rushing, a ball and a strike with the 1-1 pitch due the Pioneer shortstop. We talked about it. Sam Richard works at third. His assistant, Tyler Cunningham, he's in the first base box for the Pioneers here this afternoon. The 1-1 shows bunt, drops it. Pitcher and first baseman both came. Second baseman had to go to the first base bag, and that's the only play they're going to get. He dropped it to the first base side, did a nice job by Rushing to move Crow over to third. 1-4 on the put out, And that is out number
Right
one.
fielder number 22, Blaine Reed.
Dropped that bunt to perfection for rushing as he made the first baseman and the pitcher come grab it. And now Blaine Reeves, the right fielder, will bat. Reeves will bat with one on and one out. He will show bunt. He will bunt at same spot. They will go to first to get the out. The run will score. So Reeves will go out. He'll get an RBI for his trouble. Pioneers will score Crow. There's a back-to-back bunts for Park Lane. Boy, Crow did that to perfection. He came halfway. Once he realized Lee was going to the first base bag, he came the rest of the way and scored without a throw for Park Lane. Here comes Tyler Otts. Flew out his first time to pitch. Misses for a ball to Tyler Otts. It's 1-0. He flew to center field his first time. He's 0 for 1 as he comes to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning with Park Lane now up 3-0 here at the ballpark, the 1-0. Misses high that time from Lee. It's 2-0. Played small ball, did the Pioneers. The double by Crow. Then back-to-back bunts, Rushing and Reeves. Next thing you know, the Pioneers have another run across. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Back up the middle. That'll get through for a base knock for Otts. And Otts will have his first hit of the baseball game. It's a single here in the second. And will bring Caden Ayuk to the plate. Another base runner for Park Lane with Otts getting a 2-out single. And Caden Ayuk, who walked and scored back in the first for Park Lane, will bat here in the second inning in a 3-0 game. Now Anderson and Lee want to talk things over. His catcher, Anderson, called to that mound by Lee as they want to talk things over. Now they appear to be on the same page with Caden Ayuk coming to the plate. Runner at first, which means Lee stays in that stretch for Jackson Academy. That one nowhere close. Anderson did a nice job of keeping that one in front of him. By keeping it in front of him, he keeps Tyler Otts down at first base for Park Lane. 1 ball, no strikes to Ayuk now in the 1-0 pitch. Do him here in the second. First one was nowhere close. Runner takes off. That's a strike. To throw to second. Not in time as it bounced up and going. Breland luckily behind his shortstop, Smith behind Breland. If not, that one may have went to center field. Otts will be at second. It's 1 ball, 1 strike for Caden Ayuk, and he'll have the 1-1 pitch to him. Second time the Pioneers have started the runner, and both times they've been successful. That one misses on the inside part of the plate. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Caden Ayuk. Pioneers, second time through their batting order here as we play in the second. The 2-1 pitch misses for ball 3, and again Anderson had to step up and kind of keep that one in front of him. So now it's 3 balls and a strike for Caden Ayuk. Now 3 balls and a strike to Ayuk. See if he's hitting away on 3-1. He is. He slaps it to the third baseman, Gadman. His throw to first is in time, and that'll retire the side. Ayuk on a 5-3 put out is. the second, and that means we're ready to go here in the top of the third. Of course, game one was a 10-9 game in 9 innings. Jackson Academy ties it in the 7th and then wins it in the 9th. Park Lane ahead here in game 2, 3-0 as we head to the third. Reeves will go back to work, swing and a miss by Garrett Smith, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Garrett Smith as Reeves works to him the 0-1 pitch. That one a called strike. It's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes now for Garrett Smith in the 0-2 pitch. That one misses for a ball. It's 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Garrett Smith now in the 1-2 pitch due from Reeves. Jake Reeves working in the third inning for the Pioneers. The 1-2 fouls that one down the left side, back out of play.
A foul ball sponsored by your state representative, Sam Mills.
And now the 1-2 pitch will again be due Garrett Smith. The pitch for Smith. Tried to get him to stretch, almost did. Smith wanted to offer at it, but was able to check his swing in time that time and evens the count to him. The Reeves throws one off the plate. Smith almost chases. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one down the third base side. Does that one stay playable? It does not. It's back out of play. And the count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Smith. All right, we had Radahan rushing in, Ayup all in. Hot pursuit of that one for the Pioneers, and it falls back by out of play. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Garrett Smith now, and the 2-2 pitch will be due him. The 2-2 from Reeves. Shakes the first one off. Now he's got the one he wants. Here's the pitch. Hits that one to center field. Drops in front of Otts. And it's a base hit for Garrett Smith here to lead the third inning off. So Garrett Smith, the single.
Number 1, Trey Adams.
And Trey Adams to the plate. Adams is 0 for 1. He grounded to the second baseman, Crow, his first time. So he will bat now with a runner on as Garrett Smith, the 9-hole hitter for Jackson Academy, gets on the base paths. And now Adams, the left-hander, will bat. Reeves throws him a first pitch, hit to the shortstop. Goes to second for 1, but only 1. They'll get it second. Wasn't a perfect throw, and you almost need a perfect throw in high school baseball to roll a pair. But they do get the lead runner in Garrett Smith for round number 1. Adams will replace him at first base on the fielder's choice, and Dakota Jordan, who doubled and was left stranded back in the third, will bat. Jordan, first pitch to him is a called strike, and he's down in the count 0-1 here in this third inning. So no balls and a strike for Dakota Jordan now in the 0-1 pitch to him. 0-1 way off the plate. Runner going! If he tagged him, he's out. He's out. Adams doesn't agree. The head coach of Jackson Academy, Coach Parker Harris, wants to talk it over too. Adams thrown out, going to second. He's out number 2. So 2 gone, and Dakota Jordan will bat. I think they give him a warning. Now no balls and a strike. They count to Jordan, but now the base is empty for Jackson Academy here in the third. Now he's going to send him to the dugout. So the discussion continuing, and I think they're going to send him to the dugout. I think that's the end result. So the end result is Parker Harris will view this one from the dugout the rest of the way. No balls and a strike. They count for Jordan. And Jordan will have a pitch due him. Reeves will work the pitch to him. That one misses inside and evens the count to Jordan now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Dakota Jordan, who had the lone hit for Jackson Academy before Smith singled earlier this inning. That's a pretty good pitch, but just missed that time from Reeves, and the count's 2 balls and a strike to Jordan. 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike to count. 3-1 pitch is ball 4. And Jordan will walk. So he will be at first base with 2 out, and JT Thigpen, the designated hitter, will bat. He's 0 for 1.
JT Thigpen.
Thigpen flew to left his first time. He's 0 for 1 as he bats here in the third inning. Reeves, with a runner at first, goes back to the stretch and swings and fouls that one away off Thigpen's bat to the screen. It's 0 and 1. So no balls and a strike for JT Thigpen now in the 0-1 pitch to him. The 0-1 pitch to Thigpen. Reeves comes set. Here's the pitch. That one bounces up there, and that'll easily give Jordan second base. So he will stand at second base on the wild pitch, and the count even at a ball and a strike to Thigpen. Now the 1-1 pitch for Thigpen. Caught the plate for a strike. Nice pitch that time from Reeves. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Thigpen. The 1-2. Skies one to center. Otts looking up in the sun. He will find it, grab it, and retire the side. Well, that one stayed up in the air a long time, and Otts was able to find it in straightaway center field, and that'll retire the side. Otts coming to the plate for the Pioneers here in the third inning. No runs, couple of hits for Jackson Academy. 3 runs on 4 hits for Park Lane.
Pitcher number 8, Jake Lees.
Reeves is singled and scored back in the first. Bats for Park Lane here in the third. Lee works out of the wind to him, the pitch. Fouls it to the screen. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Jake Reeves, and the 0-1 pitch to him. So no balls and a strike to Reeves, and the 0-1 pitch to him. That one's off the plate. Evens it to Reeves at 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Reeves, and the 1-1 pitch to him. That one hit towards left. High in the air. Does it stay inside the park? It looks like it will. And playable for Siako down in a fair ball down that left side for out number 1. So 1 gone here in the third inning.
First baseman number 34, Jacob Gazzo.
And now Jacob Gazzo will be the batter. So Gazzo will bat with the bases empty. The pitch to the Pioneer. Hits that one hard. That's a base knock to center. He will be aboard with 1 out. Gazzo gets him a single with 1 out for Park Lane. He'll stand at first and bring Spencer Wilson to the plate.
Catcher number 26, Spencer Wilson.
Spencer doubled his first time. He hits one. Goes for a double for the Pioneers back in the first. He bats here in the third for Park Lane with a runner at first. Back to the stretch he goes, and that's popped up. Shallow right. Jordan will come in and grab that one. And that will be out number 2 here in the third inning. So 2 gone now, and Colin Smith, the designated hitter for Park Lane, will bat with a runner at first. Smith flew to center his first time, so 0 for 1 as he comes to the plate for Park Lane here in the third inning. As Lee will pitch to him with 2 outs. First one misses. The pitch goes to second. They get him there. Gazzo throw beat him that time from Anderson, and Gazzo is called stealing. End it with PCS in regular season action, as it's all games that count the rest of the way for these Pioneers. And first-year head coach is Sam Richard. So Siako will bat. He hit one right at the third baseman that Gazzo was able to handle back in the first inning as he bats here in the fourth. Reeves will work to him the pitch. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. The count and the 1-0 pitch due. The 1-0 hit hard right at the shortstop. Russian waited for that one, throws to first and made it. 6-3 on the putout. Nice job, Bruner rushing, 1 gone.
Catcher number 30,
And the
Chandler Anderson.
Catcher Chandler Anderson will bat now with 1 out. So Anderson, the catcher, will bat with 1 out. Boy, it's always great when you can get the leadoff man, and that's something that Reeves has been successful in now 3 of the 4 innings he has pitched in getting that leadoff man retired. That one's hit hard, but well foul back down that first base side from Anderson.
Foul ball sponsored by Rose Pump
And it's no balls and a strike for Chandler Anderson now in the 0-1 pitch due him here in the 4th inning. The 0-1 pitch misses in the dirt that time. And the count even to Anderson at 1-1. So the count even to Chandler Anderson, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch due him. The 1-1 due him. Hits that one off the end of his bat. Can Ayuk come in and grab it? He does for Park Lane, and that's out number 2. So Anderson's gone for round number 2, 2 up, 2 down. And now Davis Lee, the first baseman, will bat with 2 outs and the bases empty for Jackson Academy here in the 4th. Lee walked, was left stranded back in the 2nd. He bats now in the 4th for Jackson Academy. Now time asked for by Lee at the plate. Reeves and Wilson were trying to get together on the pitch that time. Now it looks like they agree on the pitch, and here it is to Lee. Hits him on the inside part, misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Davis Lee, and the 1-0 pitch due him. 1-0. That's a strike called, and it evens it to Davis Lee now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Davis Lee here in the 4th, and the 1-1 pitch due him. That one misses for a ball, 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Davis Lee. So 2 balls and a strike for Davis Lee now as Reeves works the 2-1 pitch to him. Swung on and missed. And evens it out at 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Lee. Popped away from Wilson, but with nobody on the base pads, that doesn't matter. And the count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes as Davis Lee works here as Davis Lee's at the plate and Reeves works to him here in the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes to pitch. That one just misses for ball 3. Pioneers thought they had him struck out and the side was retired. Instead, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a payoff pitch for Lee. Here's the 3-2 payoff now. Swings and misses. He gets him struck out anyway. Had to throw him 1 more pitch. So Jackson Academy will get a new pitcher as we go to work here in the fourth.
Changes in the field for JA. Number 10, Davis Lee moves to the mound. For Park Lane, top of the fourth, designated hitter number 3, Colin Smith.
And by the way, the infielder Baker will be the one that is being DH'd for. And Smith takes the first pitch for a strike, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Colin Smith, who's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time, so he's 0 for 1 as he comes to the plate here in this fourth inning. The 0-1 misses that time and evens it back to Smith now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Colin Smith as Davis Lee works to him. He swings and misses, takes the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So a ball and 2 strikes for Colin Smith. Here comes the 1-2. Swings and misses, and Smith down on strikes for round number 1 as Davis Lee will strike out the first batter he faces here in the fourth inning. And now Sam Crow, the second baseman, will bat. Crow doubled, hit one off the left field wall his first time, and came around to score as the Pioneers played small ball behind him. Crow's first pitch misses to him for a ball, 1-0 here in the fourth inning. So 1 ball, no strikes for Sam Crow, and the 1-0 pitch due. Swing and a miss to Crow. Evens the count back to him now at a ball and a strike. So the count even to Crow at 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Crow. That one a called strike. It's 1-2. So it's a ball and 2 strikes for Sam Crow now in the 1-2 pitch due the Pioneer batter. 1-2 off the plate, and that'll even it to Crow at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Crow. And now the 2-2 pitch due. Now the 2-2 pitch to Crow. Swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts now. Smith and Crow both strike out. Pioneers had not struck out as a team in this ball game until the fourth inning, but now as Davis Lee has come on, he has struck both Smith and Crow, the first 2 he's faced out. And now the Pioneer shortstop, Bruner Rushing, will bat with 2 outs and the bases empty for Park Lane. Oh, he sacrificed Crow over his first time. 1 ball, no strikes to count for Rushing. And the 1-0 pitch due the Pioneer shortstop. The 1-0 sails to the screen and the count even to Rushing now at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. No, excuse me, 2 balls and no strikes. It goes to Bruner Rushing. Rushing awaits his 2-0. Hits out one right at the shortstop. Smith throws to first and will get his man 6-3. And the Pioneers go 1-2. of this series will follow at the conclusion of this one here at Park Lane Academy in McComb, Mississippi on this Friday night. So the Pioneers will go with Reeves here in the
Top of the
fifth.
fifth. Third base number 8, Kate Gadman.
So Gadman will bat here in the top of the fifth for Park Lane. For Jackson Academy. With one out in the pitch. He was outnumbered to his first time back in the second. I'll get all that out in a minute. And the first pitch misses to him for a ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Gadman. Misses for a ball. It's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Gadman. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Misses for ball 3. Is 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes, and the 3-0 pitch due. And the 3-0 pitch now. That one, the old anywhere close called strike. Reeves, by the way, you're right at 59 pitches on the afternoon for Park Lane. So 3 balls and a strike that count for Gadman. And now the 3-1 pitch due him. 3-1 is hit to left. Ayuk backing up. He will make that grab shy of the warning track. And Gadman's out number 1. So 1 gone now, and Breland, who struck out his first time, will bat here in the 5th inning. Breland, who is the 8th man in the order, will come to the plate. The pitch, a called strike to Breland, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Breland, and the 0-1 pitch due him here in the 5th inning. That one's a called strike. It's 0-2. And Breland down quickly in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes here in the 5th inning. The 0-2 just misses and runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So it runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes for Breland, and the 1-2 pitch due him here in the 5th inning. 1-2, he reached for it and yanks it foul. The count stays 1-2.
Magnolia Sun Incorporated.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Breland, and now the 1-2 pitch due him. Reeves works the 1-2. Swung on and missed. And Breland strikes out for the second time here this afternoon as he stays 0 for 2, and now Garrett Smith to bat. Smith singled back in the 3rd inning.
Garrett Smith.
He will bat the pitch. Misses for a ball 1-0. One 0 pitch coming. That one's going to hit Smith. So Smith's hit by a pitch. He's been on base twice this afternoon. With that single in the 3rd, now he's hit by a pitch with 2 out in the 5th. And we'll go back to the top of the JA order with Trey Adams, who was on via a fielder's choice his last time back in the 3rd.
Center fielder number 1.
Grounded out in the 1st.
Adams.
So Adams to bat now with a runner at first as the inning gets extended with the hit batsman to pitch. Missed and was able to check it for a ball 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Trey Adams, and the 1-0 pitch due. Called a strike that time, and it's even to Adams now at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count here in the 5th, the 1-1. That one hit towards our center. That's a base hit. They will hold the runner at second as Otts comes over and grabs the baseball, and a 2-out single now for Adams has him first and second. And Dakota Jordan, who has doubled and walked, will bat here in the 5th inning.
I feel number 42, Dakota Jordan.
So Jordan, who's been on base a couple of times this afternoon for Jackson Academy, will bat here in the 5th inning. Reeves will work to him with 2 outs and runners first and second. The pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Jordan now in the 1-0 pitch. Slapped it to the third baseman. Radahan will go to the bag and retire to side. He went right to that third base bag and knew he could get there and got him, and that'll retire the side. No runs. Well, games 2 and 3 of that series today. MRA will be here at Park Lane Tuesday night for JV and varsity action. Then Park Lane will return that trip to MRA at the end of next week and play games 2 and 3 there in Madison. Reeves 0 for 1 as he comes to the plate. And the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Davis Lee came on in relief in the 4th and got the Pioneers 1-2-3, struck Smith and Crow out and got rushing on a ground ball. He comes for his second inning of work here, and he throws a first pitch ball to Reeves, and that means Anderson right out to talk to him. Anderson almost immediately after securing that baseball went to talk to his pitcher. That one misses for ball 2 to Reeves, and the count will go 2 balls and no strikes to him. So 2 balls, no strikes for Reeves, and the 2-0 pitch to him here in the bottom of this 5th inning. That one called to strike. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Reeves. The pitch misses for ball 3. And Reeves ahead in the count now, 3 balls and a strike. 3 balls, a strike, the pitch. That's ball 4. And Reeves will draw the first walk of the afternoon against Davis Lee. And over to first he will go. And back to the top of the Pioneer order now. And Tyler Otts will bat for Park Lane.
Center fielder number 11, Tyler Otts.
Otts has a singled and flew out 1 for 2 as he comes to the plate this afternoon for the Pioneers. First pitch misses. That gets away from Anderson. And Reeves will go down to second. So the Pioneers will put a man in scoring position as Reeves will be at second base, and the count 1 ball, no strikes for Otts. So 1 ball, no strikes for Otts. Here's the pitch. Long look to second now for Lee. Goes to the plate and misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes for Tyler Otts here in the bottom of this 5th inning. Otts awaits his 2-0. That one misses, ball 3. That was in the dirt. Anderson keeps that one in front of him. Now with the 3-0, the infield will back up everywhere except for first. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's back-to-back walks. So now Otts has walked. And now they're at first and second for Caden Ayuk. But first, Coach Tyler Parvin will come on, and he wants the entire infield for Jackson Academy. Tyler Parvin, of course, before coming to Jackson Academy as an assistant, was the head coach at Brookhaven Academy. And moved up from his head position there at BA to the number 1 assistant's job at Jackson Academy, where he served last year and continues in that same position this year behind head coach Parker Harris. So the meeting there is broken up. Park Lane was meeting there beside home plate as well with head coach Sam Richard. They broke their meeting up as well, and Caden Ayuk will bat with 2 on and nobody out for Park Lane here in the 5th inning.
Left field number 9, Caden Ayuk.
Ayuk has walked and grounded out and has scored a run for Park Lane. Prime opportunity for Ayuk right here. With Jackson Lee struggling a bit, that's why the conversation came. They continue to play in at the corners. Will Jackson Academy to pitch. And the pitch a called strike to Ayuk. Jackson Academy sure thinking that Caden Ayuk might bunt as they play in at first base. Now the third baseman, Gadman, will back up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses for a ball to Ayuk, and it's even to him at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike for Caden Ayuk, and the 1-1 pitch to him. Yanks that one. Foul territory. That one will get out of play. And the count will go 1 ball and 2 strikes for Caden Ayuk now, and he'll have a 1-2 pitch to him here in the 5th inning. Now the 1-2 offering. That one misses for ball 2. And now the count even. Ayuk at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Ayuk will await his 2-2 pitch. Davis Lee will work the 2-2 to him, and that's ball 3. He walked Reeves and Otts, and now it's gone full to Caden Ayuk. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Ayuk awaits his payoff. Here's the payoff pitch to him. High, ball 4. He's walked 3 in a row. So the base is loaded now on 3 walks. As Reeves, Otts, and Ayuk have all got the free pass. And now Jake Reeves, who has singled and flew out and scored a run for Park Lane, will come to the plate. Boy, we talked earlier about helping out your own calls. Bases loaded, nobody out. He could really, really help his own calls here for Park Lane. As a matter of fact, Reeves with a chance to break this one open for Park Lane to pitch. He fouls it back out of play. It's 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Jake Reeves, and the 0-1 pitch doing. So no balls and a strike for Reeves, as Davis Lee works to him, the 0-1. Misses that time for a ball and evens it back at a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, and the 1-1 pitch to Reeves. That one misses for ball 2. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Reeves now in the 2-1 pitch due the Pioneer pitcher. 2-1's in the dirt for ball 3. Anderson keeps that one in front of him and makes it 3 balls and a strike. So 3 balls, a strike that count. See if Reeves is taking all the way here. He is. Checked his swing, and that is ball 4. They wanted the field umpire to see. He says he didn't swing, and it's 4 walks now. Reeves will score. Odds to third. Ayub to second. Reeves to first, and that'll be it for Davis Lee as Coach Tyler Parvin will come and ask him for the baseball and will make their second pitching change of the afternoon. So Davis Lee out of this one. We'll see what they do on the pitching change, and while they do that, we'll step aside for a 60-second break. Back in 60 seconds with Pioneer Baseball right here on K106. Out of the game, Lee will go back to first. Stevens will pitch. It's bases loaded, nobody out for Park Lane. And the Park Lane cleanup man, Jacob Gazzo, to the plate. So Pioneers still with a chance to kind of break it open. In Lee's 2 innings of work, he goes an inning plus of work. We'll get his numbers in just a moment. Gazzo to the plate. Infield will come in now for Jackson Academy. And the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Lee, 1+ innings, didn't allow a hit. He walked 4, struck out 2. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Slapped it down the third baseline. That's a foul ball. Gadman grabbed that one in foul territory. It's 1 ball, 1 strike for Jacob Gazzo now in the 1-1 pitch. Do him here in this 5th inning. Bases loaded, still nobody out for Park Lane. Here's the 1-1. Fouls that one to the screen. It's 1-2. We talked about it with Reeves, Gazzo. Chance to do the same thing. The Pioneers have a base knocked somewhere from possibly breaking this one open. Up 4-0 now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stevens works the 1-2. High fly ball left field. That'll be enough to score the run on the sacrifice to throw. They'll send it to third, and Gazzo will get the sac fly. He's out number 1. Odds will score. The other 2, Ayup and Reeves, don't move up with that throw going to third. So now the Pioneer catcher, Spencer Wilson, will bat.
26, Spencer Wilson.
Wilson has doubled and flew out in 2 trips to the plate. He's 1 for 2 for Park Lane as he bats here in the 5th. Pioneers have gotten 2 runs across in this inning and haven't gotten a hit yet. 4 walks and a sac fly. There's Wilson now, the pitch to him. And he will fake off and go fake back towards second. Now Wilson, the bat. Let's see if he goes to the plate this time. Stevens goes to the plate. Wilson wants to bunt that one down the first base side, but he bunted it a little too hard, and that one ends up foul. It's 0-1 to him. So no balls and a strike for Spencer Wilson in the 0-1 pitch to him. Wilson again 1 for 2 as he comes to the plate. Tried to bunt one down that first base, tried to push one as a bunt down that first baseline. Now it's 0-1 to him. Misses and evens the count back to him now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch to Spencer Wilson. Spencer awaits the 1-1. Hits that one. There's a base hit. See if the Pioneers can score the run. They will attempt it. The throw coming will not be in time. The Pioneers will score a run on Wilson. Ayuk will go from second all the way around. Reeves will be at third. Wilson will go to second. He went to second on that throw, so give him a base knock and bring Smith to the plate now. Pioneers score another one, make it 6-0. Smith is 0 for 2 in the game.
Colin Smith.
So Colin Smith now bats. He's 0 for 2. Excuse me, Colin Smith bats. He struck out. He flew out in his 2 previous trips. That one called strike to Smith. It's 0-1. 1 out. The only out was the Gazzo sacrifice fly here in the 5th.
Number 6, Tucker Chapman.
First to pitch. Fouls that one. It's 0-2. Tucker Chapman, by the way, running as the courtesy runner for Spencer Wilson down at second base. So no balls and 2 strikes for Colin Smith, and the 0-2 pitch to him. That one's called strike 3, and Smith will strike out for the second time this afternoon. He's out number 2, and that'll bring Sam Crow to the plate now for Park Lane. Crow doubled and scored and struck out in a couple of trips to the plate. He is the 8th man to the plate for Park Lane here in the 5th inning. So second and third for Park Lane, now 2 out though. Swings through the first one for a strike. It's 0-1 to Crow. 6-0 Park Lane. They've scored 3 here in the 5th. But have Crow at the plate with 2 on, but now 2 outs for Park Lane here in the 5th inning. No balls or strike to count for Crow. The 0-1. Misses to him for a ball and evens it back to Crow now at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Sam Crow now in the 1-1 pitch to him. That one misses for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike now. So 2 balls and a strike in the 2-1 pitch to Sam Crow. That one a called strike and is back even to him now at 2-2. So the count even to Crow, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and he will have a 2-2 pitch to him here in this 5th inning. Crow's 2-2. You reached out, yanked it for it. They'll have to throw to first to complete the strikeout, which they do. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stevens, and the side retired for Park Lane. They plate 3. They get 3 runs on 1 hit. Academy order that will come to the plate here in the 6th inning. Thigpen's 0 for 2, Siako's 0 for 2, and Anderson's 0 for 2. As Reeves will continue to work here in the 6th inning with a 6-0 lead now for Park Lane. Thigpen, the designated hitter. Here we go in the 6th. That one misses for a ball. It's 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for JT Thigpen. Now in the 1-0 pitch to the JA designated hitter. 1-0. High fly ball to right. Ballpark's not going to hold it. Is it fair or foul? That's a fair ball. And Thigpen has a home run. That will get Jackson Academy on the board. The home run by JT Thigpen, a solo blast to make it 6-1. The only question on that one was going to be fair or foul, and the answer to that question was a fair ball. So now Siako will bat. He's 0 for 2.
Left field number 33, Joseph Siako.
Siako has grounded to first and grounded to short. And 2 trips to the plate against Reeves, who continues to pitch for Park Lane here in the 6th inning. The pitch to him misses for a ball. It's 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count. The 1-0 pitch to him. That misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes with the 2-0 pitch to him. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes now. It's the JA cleanup hitter at the plate, and that's a called strike. It's 3-1. Siako thought he had first base, but on 3-0, he gets the strike called against him. The 3-1. Fly ball right center. That one should stay in the park, but it's off the wall. He's digging for second base, and he'll get there safely. Home run, now a double. And Reeves has now given up a home run and a double, and now his head coach, Sam Richard, out to talk with him as the first 2 batters as he's given up the home run and the double before he pitches to Chandler Anderson. 6-1 the score. And Coach Sam Richard goes out there. You know, his conversation right now is to settle him down a little bit after the home run and the double. Anderson's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flew out in a couple of trips to the plate. He bats here in the 6th inning now for Jackson Academy. So the first pitch due Anderson. And that will hit him. And Anderson's hit by a pitch. Now they're at first and second with nobody out. Now Davis Lee will bat. I think we're going to get a courtesy runner. We will get the runner on for Anderson. Mosley, number 9, who will run.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 9, Jamison Mosley.
So Mosley will run at first. They're at first and second with nobody out. Now Davis Lee, who has walked and struck out in 2 trips to the plate, will bat here in the 6th. That one hit towards the second baseman. Second for 1. No chance at the runner at first. As Rushing will put that one in his pocket. They get 1 out, though, on the fielder's choice. It's first and third now with 1 out. So Gadman will bat now. He's 0 for 2. Gets the ground ball to the second baseman, Crow, to Rushing for the first out.
Third baseman, number 8, Tad Goodman.
Gadman, who's 0 for 2, waits to pitch. Misses high to him for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Gadman. The 1-0 to him with first and third and 1 out. He reaches and yanks that one foul, and it's even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Gadman now in the 1-1 pitch due him. Reeves trying to pitch out of a jam here in the 6th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike for Cade Gadman now in the 1-1 pitch due him. Misses for a ball. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Gadman now. Reeves working into this 6th inning. The 2-1 misses for ball 3. It's 3-1 now to Gadman. So 3 balls and a strike for Gadman, and he'll have the 3-1 pitch due him. 3-1 is ball 4. And the walk's going to load the bases up for Jackson Academy for Cade Breland. Breland is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in the game. Looks like Jackson Academy. Keaton Johnson's going to bat for Breland.
We have a pinch hitter, number 31, Keaton Johnson.
Keaton Johnson will come on and bat for Breland. Breland was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, so Jackson Academy will bring Johnson in to bat for him with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the 6th inning. The pitch, a called strike to Johnson, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike to him. Bases loaded and 1 out for J.A. Park Lane leading at 6-1 here in the 6th inning. The pitch missed that time. It's even now at a ball and a strike. The 1 ball, 1 strike now for Johnson here in the 6th inning. Reeves trying to work his way out of this jam, being given some leadway by his coaches. Strike as he swings through that one. It's 1-2 now to Johnson. So 1 ball and 2 strikes for Johnson in the 1-2 pitch due him. 1-2 just missed. And he evens the count to Johnson now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count even to Johnson now 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the 6th at 2-2. Misses for ball 3. And the count's gone full to Johnson now 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the count's gone full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Johnson. And a 3-2 payoff pitch. Dewey here in the 6th inning. Swung on and missed. He got him. He strikes Johnson out for out number 2. Big strikeout there with 2 down now, and Garrett Smith coming to the plate. Smith has singled and was hit by a pitch. So he's been on base twice for J.A. as he's the 7th man to the plate here in the 6th inning. Pitch from Reeves is off the plate, misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Garrett Smith. The 1-0 pitch misses for ball 2, and that will take it now to 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls, no strikes, and the 2-0 pitch will be due for Garrett Smith. Reeves up to 87 pitches here at the ballpark. That one misses for ball 3. So he's gone 3-0 now to Garrett Smith. There's the 3-0. That one's a strike called to Smith. It's 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike and a 3-1 due. Misses for ball 4. Smith draws the walk, and that'll score the run to make it a 6-2 game. Lee over to third, Gadman to second. Smith at first, now in a 6-2 game. And we'll go back to the top of the order now, Trey Adams.
Center fielder number 1, Trey Adams.
So Trey Adams will bat now. Adams has singled, reached on a fielder's choice, and grounded out. First one from Reeves misses for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes for Trey Adams. Adams, the 8th man to the plate for J.A. here in the 6th inning, the 1-0. Fly ball out in no man's land. Can anybody grab it? Nobody can. Here comes one. Here comes a second run. And he hits it in no man's land out in shallow left. And 2 more are going to score for J.A. Lee and Gadman will score. Smith at second. Adams at first. It's now a 6-4 game. And Dakota Jordan will be the 9th man to bat here in the 6th inning for J.A. Jordan has doubled, walked, and grounded out. The pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Dakota Jordan now in the 1-0 pitch. Due him here in the 6th inning. That one misses. That almost hits him for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to count for Jordan now. The 2-0. Hits it deep to left. That's gone. That one gone off the bat of Dakota Jordan. That'll clear the bases and is going to give J.A. a lead. Second home run of the inning. Thigpen started it with the solo. Dakota Jordan will hit it out in left field. That scores the 2 in front of him and him. And will give J.A. a 7-6 lead now. And J.T. Thigpen will bat with the bases empty now. He will be the 10th man to the plate here in the 6th inning for Jackson Academy.
Designated hitter number 13, J.T. Thigpen.
So J.T. Thigpen, who hit the solo home run, that's what started the sixth inning. Before that, he'd flown out twice. Now he will bat off Reeves. So Park Lane will ask Reeves now with the bases empty to try to retire J.T. Thigpen. Here's the pitch to him. Hit down the right side. That's a foul ball off Thigpen's bat. And they count no balls and a strike to him. They've scored 7 runs here in the sixth inning. No balls and a strike. They count now for J.T. Thigpen. And the 0-1 pitch misses for a ball, and they count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And now Thigpen will be due the 1-1 pitch here in the sixth inning. 1-1, high fly ball. That one will stay in the ballpark with the sun. It is caught by Otts in right center field, and J.T. Thigpen is out number 3. Jay Asen. The man behind me, the guy who designed and built this facility here at Park Lane Academy. Now he's trying to deflect it to Calendar. There you go. Rushing will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. First pitch in the dirt to him for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes now for Bruner Rushing. Park Lane now down 7-6 with a 7-run top of the sixth inning for Jackson Academy. The 1-0 pitch goes to the screen. It's 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Bruner Rushing. So 2 balls, no strikes. Let's see if the bottom part of this Park Lane order can get on the base pads. Maybe Park Lane can get a lead here. I'm not sure if Carl's agreeing that Ken built it or Ken built it. We'll have to figure it out.
That's correct.
Carl Lott says, yes, he did. Carl, which Ken built it? Which one's going to take credit for this place? 3 balls, no strikes to count to Rushing. 3 balls, no strikes, and the 3-0 pitch due. That's ball 4. Rushing was taking all the way there and takes the 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch, Dewey. Again, Bruner Rushing job right here trying to get on the base pads. 3 balls a strike. The pitch fouls it to the screen. And the count full now to Bruner Rushing. And 3 balls and 2 strikes. A Rushing will be due a payoff pitch for Park Lane. 7-6 JA after they put a 7 spot up in the top of the 6th inning. Park Lane now batting here in the bottom of the 6th, down a run. 3 balls, 2 strikes to 3-2. Popped him up. That one gets back out of play, back behind us, and it stays full now at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Bruner Rushing. And now 3-2 and a 3-2 payoff Dewey. Rushing, Reeves, and then Ott. The pitch, ball 4. And Rushing will get a leadoff walk. So the leadoff walk for Bruner Rushing will put Blaine Reeves to the plate. Reeves walked and scored back in the 5th. He grounded out, or should I say, bunted sacrificed himself back in the 2nd. So Reeves will come to the plate now, tying run for Park Lane out at first base with Bruner Rushing getting the leadoff walk for the Pioneers. Boy, Pioneers sent 9 in the 5th, and then what does JA do? They send 10 in the 6th. First pitch to Reeves, a called strike, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Blaine Reeves. The 1-0 pitch is Stevens works to him. That one off the plate and evens it back now at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to count now for Reeves. And the 1-1 pitch to him here in the 6th inning. The 1-1 is ball 2. So now it's 2 balls and a strike for Blaine Reeves. So 2 balls a strike for Blaine Reeves now in the 2-1 pitch to him here at the ballpark. 2-1, they'll go to first. They'll bring Bruner Rushing back to that first base bag. It's 2 balls and a strike. So 2 balls and a strike for Reeves now. Stevens works that 2-1 pitch. Misses for ball 3. And now Reeves ahead in the count 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike for Blaine Reeves and a 3-1 pitch to him here in the 6th inning. Now the 3-1 pitch for Reeves. That one a called strike. And it's full now to him at 3-2. So the count full to Reeves now at 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Reeves with a payoff pitch to do. Here's that payoff pitch. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Second time Reeves has walked in the contest. They're at first and second now, and Park Lane will get back to the top of the order with Tyler Ott. But first, a conversation. Let's see if that's it for Stevens or if this is a conversation. And it will be Stevens leaving the ball game. So Stevens will leave. We'll have a new JA pitcher. We'll come back, find out who that is. But first, we'll step aside for a 60-second break. Back in 60 seconds with Pioneer Baseball on K106. Put a 7 spot up in the top of the 6th. Here's Odds. He walked and scored in the 5th. He singled and flew out in his 3 trips to the plate.
42, Dakota Jordan moves to the mound for Park Lane.
So Jordan to the mound. Mosley, by the way, is going to be the new right fielder. So Mosley's in right. Jordan's at the pitcher's mound. Those are the changes for J.A. Here's the pitch, and that misses for a ball. 1-0 to Tyler Otts. So 1 ball and no strikes for Otts. A 1-0 to him. Now he steps off. He was paying a lot of attention to the lead runner, Bruner Rushing, who's out at second base for Park Lane. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0's fouled to the screen. And the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike now for Tyler Otts. So the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike for Otts, and he'll have a 1-1 pitch due him here in the 6th inning. The 1-1 pitch due. That one's hit to left. Siako will come over and make the grab there and retire Odds for round number 1. Line drive, but he hit it right at the left fielder, and Odds is retired. And Caden Ayuk will bat. Ayuk will bat now. He's walked twice and grounded out. Pioneers looking for a base hit here as they put Ayuk at the plate. The pitch to him. Called a strike to Caden Ayuk, and he's down in the count 0-1. Pioneers batting here in the bottom of the 6th inning in game 1. No balls or strike for Ayuk in the 0-1 pitch. That one misses and evens it 1-1. The 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 pitch now to Ayuk. He's off the plate, takes it to 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Caden Ayuk here in the 6th inning, and the 2-1 pitch will be due. Couple of walks and a ground ball off Ayuk's bat to this point as he bats here in the 6th inning for Park Lane. 2 balls and a strike, they count in the 2-1 pitch. Now time asked for by Ayuk at the plate before the delivery of that 2-1 pitch. Park Lane trying to get him a base hit here. Maybe at least plate the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls a strike, the pitch. Misses for ball 3. And it's 3-1 now to Ayuk. So 3 balls and a strike for Caden Ayuk, and the 3-1 pitch to him. Jordan with the 3-1 offering. And that is ball 4. 3rd walk of the inning, and now they're loaded up with 1 out. So now Jake Reeves will bat for Park Lane. Reeves singled and scored in the 1st. He flew out in the 3rd, and he walked in the 5th. Was left stranded back in the 5th inning for Park Lane. Bats here in the 6th inning in a big spot. Bases loaded, 1 out for Park Lane. They'll bring them in at the corners. They'll keep them back at 2nd and short with 1 out. Here's the pitch. A called strike to Reeves, and he's down in the count 0-1. So no balls and a strike for Jake Reeves now in the 0-1 pitch to him. Hits that one, pokes it toward shallow center. That'll be caught by the center fielder. Pioneers stayed put, and Reeves is out number 2. Poked it out in the center. Reeves was trying to poke one in front of Adams, but Adams comes charging the baseball out in right center field and grabs it for Jackson Academy. Now Gazzo will bat with 2 outs. Gazzo is 1 for 3 with a single. He will face Jordan, the pitch. Hits that one to straightaway center. Long run. That one gets over the head of the center fielder. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. Here comes 3 for Park Lane. And Gazzo's going to clear him on a double. Gazzo clears the bases with a big double for Park Lane. And Pioneers finally get the big hit they need with the bases loaded. Gazzo out at second with the double. 2 of those runs charged to Stevens. Closed the book on him. An inning plus a hit, couple of runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. His day done. Here's Spencer Wilson now for Park Lane. He is doubled, singled, and flew out the pitch. A called ball to him, 1-0. Pioneers with the 3 spot go up 9-7 here in the bottom of the 6th on Jackson Academy. 1 ball, no strikes for Wilson, and the 1-0 pitch to the Pioneer catcher. That's a called strike, and the count even to Wilson now. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Spencer Wilson, and the 1-1 pitch to him. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch, had time for a strike. It's 1-2. So they count a ball and 2 strikes for Spencer Wilson here in the 6th inning, and he'll have a 1-2 pitch to him. So a ball and 2 strikes for Spencer Wilson and a pitch from Jordan. Swung on and missed, and Wilson will strike out. And the Pioneers out of the 6th. That one dropped, though. He went to right. He's safe at first. Here comes the run. He's going to score. Had to throw down to first, and the throw ends up in right field, and the Pioneers catch a break. It was swung on and missed by Wilson. It popped away from the catcher, Anderson. It ended up in right field. Gazzo motors around and scores for Park Lane. The strikeout of Wilson, he'll be aboard at first on the air. Yes. You count the Gazzo run, makes it a 10-7 game.
Designated hitter number 3, Colin Smith.
And Colin Smith, the designated hitter, will bat. The throwing error charged to Anderson is how they'll score the run to make it a 10-7 game. First pitch is met, and that one's hit to right, let's center. That one's going to get up and get out of here. And Colin Smith's going to hit a home run for Park Lane. Boy, the inning gets extended on a crazy error, and then Colin Smith hits the home run. The home run's a 2-run shot. And now Sam Crow will bat. He will be the 9th to the plate for Park Lane. Now Coach Tyler Parvin will come out. The home run makes it a 12-7 game here at the ballpark. Crow will be due. Let's see what they're going to do here. Coach Tyler Parvin talking to Jordan right now as he'll pitch to Crow. He hadn't called for his removal yet. He will stay on. So he will stay on and pitch to Sam Crow, the second baseman who's doubled and struck out twice. Now the Pioneers will come to the plate. A crazy sixth inning. The strikeout to Wilson. It popped away from Anderson. His throw ends up in right field. Gazzo scores on that. Then the very next batter, Colin Smith, hits a 2-run home run for the Pioneers. Boy, they scored 7. Park Lane's come back with 6 of their own here in the bottom half. The first pitch, a called strike to Crow, and he's down in the count 0-1. Crow hit one to left earlier that just stayed in the ballpark. He hit it off the left field wall. He's also struck out twice. Stays off that one. And it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike to Crow. So the count even to Sam Crow now, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Crow, the 9th man to bat for Park Lane here in the 6th. The 1-1 misses for a ball. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Crow, and now the 2-1 pitch due him. They stay with Jordan to pitch to Crow. The 2-1 goes to the screen. It's 3-1. So now 3 balls and a strike for Crow, and a 3-1 pitch will be due him. So 3 balls and a strike for Crow. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count goes full to Crow now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Crow will be due a payoff pitch. 3-2 payoff. Called strike 3, and Crow goes down on strikes. And that'll retire the inning. Pioneers send 9. They score 1, 2. Six innings, 7 hits, 7 runs. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts. So 6 innings. 7 hits, 7 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Wilson will come on and be the new pitcher. Jax Albritton will be the catcher.
26. Spencer Wilson moved to the mound.
Albritton will be the catcher.
Left field number 33, Joseph.
And we will start with Siako. Siako, Anderson, and then Davis Lee. See if the Pioneers can get 3 outs. That one misses on the inside half for a ball. Siako has doubled and scored. Before that, he grounded out twice. The 1-0 pitch. A strike called there, and it's even at 1-1 to him. A crazy sixth inning as J.A. plates his 7, Park Lane plates 6 of their own. That's lifted to right field. That one is off of the wall and caromed back towards first base, and it'll be a double for Siako. So he will double to lead things off in the 7th. And that will bring Chandler Anderson now. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time. And now
Catcher number 30, Chandler Anderson.
Anderson, first pitch to him is high for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes for Anderson, and the 1-0 pitch to him. Swings through that one for a strike and evens it at 1-1. So they count 1 ball, 1 strike for Anderson, and the 1-1 pitch to him. That one fouled to the screen. 1-2 now to Anderson. So a ball and 2 strikes for Chandler Anderson, and the 1-2 pitch to him. 7th inning, runner at second. 12-7 Park Lane with the lead. The 1-2 pitch for Anderson. That one misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch now for Anderson. Swung on and missed. He'll strike Anderson out. So Anderson will strike out. He's out number 1 here in the 7th. Now Davis Lee will bat. Lee has walked, struck out, and reached on a fielder's choice. He will bat for Parkland. He will bat for J.A. here in the 7th inning. The pitch. A called strike to Lee. Lee in the game reached on a fielder's choice. He has struck out and walked in 3 trips to the plate. No balls, a strike to count to him. Here comes the 0-1. Fouls it to the screen. It's 0-2. Pioneers have asked Wilson to come on and close this one down. In a crazy 6th inning here at the ballpark. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The 0-2 pitch now for Lee. Wilson will look in before he throws the 0-2. Looks at second. Just misses on the 1-2 and evens it at 2-2. So Lee will in the box. Wilson shakes the first one off. Now he's got the one he wants, and he swings and misses, does Lee. And that's strike 3. 2 are gone. Now Park Lane potentially an out away. In the 7th inning is Gadman will bat. Gadman walked. He has flown out. He has grounded out in 3 trips. Now Albritton and Wilson want to talk it over here with 2 outs and a runner down at second base here in the 7th inning. So Albritton and Wilson will talk things over here with 2 outs. Now they're done with the conversation, and Gadman will bat. Gadman, who walked his last time and scored in that crazy 6th inning. The pitch to him. Misses for a ball, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes for Gadman, and the 1-0 pitch to him. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Gadman, and the 2-0 pitch will be to him. So 2 balls and no strikes to Gadman. The 2-0 misses for ball 3. That one goes to the gun. It didn't get to the screen, but it got away from Albritton enough. And the runner will move over to third. 3 balls and no strikes to Gadman now. So 3 balls and no strikes for Gadman and a 3-0 pitch to him. Siako moved over to third. The 3-0 pitch. The called strike is 3-1 to Gadman. So 3 balls and a strike for Gadman and the 3-1 offering to him. That one misses for ball 4. So Gadman walks. First and third now for Jackson Academy. And Breland will bat.
Second baseman number 6, Cade Breland.
Breland, who was pinched hit for his last time, but re-entered, so bats here in the 7th inning. The throw to first. Gadman will get back there. 7 in the top of the 6th for J.A., 6 in the bottom of the 6th for Park Lane. The pitch, fouls that one. Back out of the ballpark, it's 0-1.
A foul ball sponsored by Statewide Pools.
So no balls and a strike they count. And the 0-1 pitch to Breland. Breland, a strikeout victim twice in the baseball game. No balls, a strike. As Wilson works here in the 7th. Runner takes off for second. They'll give him second base. They'll concede that to Gadman, and it's 2nd and 3rd now with the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the 1-1 off the plate. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike for Breland now, and the 2-1 pitch doing. Wilson trying to close this one out for the Pioneers. The 2-1 towards center. Comes over, grabs it, and that'll do it. Pioneers win this one at 6:21 in the 7th inning. In the 7th, no runs, a hit. No errors, and 2 left stranded. The 7th inning goes the way of the 0, and Park Lane going to hang on to win this one 12-7. Total it up. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Total it up 2 minutes. Park Lane Baseball, K106.